Imagine standing at the altar on your wedding day and suddenly deciding you can't go through with it. Not because of cold feet, but because you woke up bald. That's what happened to a bride who thought she'd gotten away with ruining her brother's prom night 9 years ago. But he never forgot. And he picked the one day she cared about most to take it all back. If you've ever wished karma would finally catch up to someone who wronged you, hit that like button, subscribe, and buckle up, because this is one of the coldest, most patient revenge stories you'll hear today. There's something about childhood that makes us think the slate will always be clean. That no matter what we do to each other growing up, siblings, cousins, friends, it'll all be forgiven. But some scars don't fade. Some wounds don't heal. And sometimes, that revenge, it's not just sweet. It's ice cold. This story takes us back to a small town, a place where everyone knows everyone, and secrets are hard to keep. Years ago, I used to live there. My neighbors were the Johnsons, a sweet couple, 2 kids, a boy named Matt and a girl named Emily. Just 2 years apart. They were typical siblings, always teasing each other, pulling practical jokes. It was innocent, mostly. A whoopee cushion here, a fake spider there. The kind of stuff that gets you grounded for a weekend and laughed about for years. But when high school hit, things changed. Emily's pranks started cutting deeper. It wasn't just about laughs anymore, it was about making a point. Making Matt look foolish. Making herself the center of attention. And the worst of it came on the night that was supposed to be Matt's big moment, his prom. He had the tux, the car, the date. He was ready to walk in like a movie scene. Until he took a shower. Unbeknownst to him, Emily had swapped out his shampoo with hair removal cream. Not a drop. Not a dab. Enough to make his scalp look like a cue ball. By the time he realized what was happening, clumps of his hair were sliding down the drain like something out of a horror film. He panicked. Tried to salvage what he could. But the damage was done. He showed up to prom with a completely shaved head, no explanation. His confidence shattered, his night ruined, his date embarrassed. The pictures hilarious, if you weren't him. I moved away a few months after that. But Matt stayed. Went to college. Got a good job. Settled near his parents. We kept in touch through the years, text, emails. Nothing too deep. But I never forgot the look on his face the day after prom. The quiet rage. The humiliation. And neither did he. Fast forward 9 years. My wife and I received an invite to a wedding, Emily's wedding, actually. The same girl who thought she was untouchable, who had built her life around being the center of attention. Her big day was finally here. The wedding was set to be a massive event. Her parents, her fiancé's parents, they were all going all out. The venue was lavish. The guest list was stacked. It was meant to be a fairy tale. And for us, it was a chance to visit old friends, catch up, and enjoy an adult night out. My brother even agreed to watch the kids at the lake cabin for the weekend. Everything was set. Until the morning of the wedding. We got a text. It was from Emily's dad. Wedding cancelled. Reception still happening. Just come and enjoy the party. What? We were confused, but we went. And what we walked into was a scene straight out of a soap opera. Guests were mingling, but there was a weird energy in the air. People whispering. No bride in sight. Then we saw Matt, standing near the bar, cool as ever, chatting with guests like nothing happened. I walked over, half joking. Dude, what the hell happened? He took a sip of his drink, smiled, and said, I waited 9 years for this. She ruined my prom, so I ruined her wedding. The night before, while Emily was at the rehearsal dinner, Matt had swung by her suite at the hotel. Said he wanted to drop off a gift. He brought flowers, champagne, and a carefully tampered bottle of luxury shampoo. The same trick, the same cream. Only this time, it wasn't for prom pictures. It was for wedding photos. Narrator voice, sensory detail. She didn't realize until the next morning. By the time she got out of the shower, hair was clogging the drain. Her screams echoed through the hotel. She locked herself in the bathroom. Stylists tried to help, but there was no saving it. Patches were missing. Her once flowing brown curls? Gone. She refused to be seen. Refused to wear a wig. Refused to walk down the aisle. The ceremony was cancelled. The guests left to party without a bride. And Matt, he showed up like a damn king. The best part? The parents were upset. Of course they were. But not with Matt. His dad looked me in the eyes and said, "Look, it was extreme. But honestly, she had it coming." Emily had built her whole identity around image. Her wedding day was her perfect fantasy. And it all crumbled because of a prank she thought would never come back to bite her. Matt had been patient. Calculated. He didn't yell. He didn't fight. He just waited for the moment that would hurt her just as much as she hurt him. Not with anger, but with poetic precision. As the night went on, everyone danced, laughed, drank. Emily never showed up. The DJ still played the couple's first dance song. Only, there was no couple. Just a crowd of people, some still in shock, others openly laughing. Matt, he was glowing. Not from ego, but from the relief of finally closing a chapter. He wasn't the bald kid anymore. He was the guy who played the long game and won. Revenge isn't always loud. Sometimes, the coldest justice comes from patience and timing. Matt didn't just get even. He taught a lesson. That some scars don't fade. And some pranks, they echo for years. If this story gave you chills, hit that like button and share your thoughts in the comments. What's the most satisfying revenge you've ever seen? Don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping Reddit revenge stories. New episodes every week. And remember, karma might take its time, but it never forgets.